Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Look at that broth. Wow. Delicious. Look at how good that looks. This is going to be good. Can't wait. Noodles, crispy pork, eggs, and this beautiful brown broth. Ooh, look at these noodles. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give it a try, just the broth. Ooh. Is that good? Every place you go here, they all have soup. And the surface, they all look the same. Every place has just a unique identity. I'm gonna add a little dried chili, just because that's what I like. Little dried chili. Don't touch this with your hand. This is probably vinegar, I guess. Add one of those chilies just for the heck of it. And we'll add a little fish sauce, just a little bit. All right, let's take a piece of pork here. A crispy part. Oh my God. I didn't expect that. It's crispy in the way like when you cook a pork rind and it gets that ultra crispy flavor. Like it tastes like it's diaphragm. Like pork diaphragm meat. I eat from diaphragm. Let's try one of these noodles. Look at those noodles. Quite jam. Just melts in your mouth, so fresh. Get some of the tofu. Amazing, perfect combination. Everything right here that you need. There's something I gotta add about these noodles as I eat them. Look at this one. So this one, nice and fat, right? But when you take a bite of the noodle, like inside where it's rolled, it's almost like creamy. Almost like there's like not juice, but it's just creamy. Look at the inside of that noodle. What they do is they dry one side, and that's what causes the noodle to curl around. We found out. But inside, it's almost like undercooked, so you get that really like moist, gooey, sticky, delicious noodle. I love it. Just the right texture. It's like firm on the outside and gooey and chewy on the inside. This might be the best soup I've ever had. I say it all the time, I know, but I mean it every time. I wouldn't lie. I'm not about this. I'm gonna miss Thailand. I don't want to go home. When can we come back? This is the lady right here, doing this for years and years and years. You want to know why the food here tastes so good? Because you have people that have been making and crafting and perfecting the same dish for decades. It's what they do, and they're good at it. They're cooking that with fire. That's not a propane heater. No. And I swear to God, it's that taste of the smoke and the fire that they use to cook a lot of the food here. That taste of wood and smoke. It's in the air here, and it's just so deeply in the food. It's indescribable. You gotta get down here. You gotta eat in Thailand. If you come down here, go see Ba Mai and let her make you some of this delicious soup. We're in Chanthaburi at Ba Mai, loving us. That was delicious soup. We are gonna go get some coconut ice cream to wash it down. 40 baht per soup. That's $1.17 a piece. So the grand total was 80 baht, $2.35 for two beautiful bowls of soup with crispy pork and noodles, and I am loving it. Just the right amount of food. This is definitely a first for me. Oh my goodness. Sweet potato goes in the bun, then coconut ice cream in this like, well, it looks like a hot dog bun to me. Oh my God. What on God's green earth are we gonna get into right now? All right, so I'm gonna start with just tasting some of coconut ice cream here on its own. Before it even gets to your mouth, you're like, coconut. It's kind of like this fresh, delicious coconut flavor. The second, you don't even have to taste it yet. It's right there. Let's put a little sweet potato in with that coconut. This is a first for me, right? perfect. That coconut ice cream, oh my God, it's friggin' delicious, man. It just tastes like real coconut, not fake artificial coconut in a box kind of flavor. Not here, not in this country. Sorry, they don't do it that way. They do it the right way. And this is 25 baht, 73 cents. Now that it's melted a little bit, I'm gonna smear the coconut ice cream into the bun. Now I've got like a pocketable, easily manageable. A lot of stuff with the food here, like you look at this as an American or as an outsider and you say, wait a minute, hot dog bun, sweet potato, coconut ice cream, what the hell? And then you eat it together and you go, oh my God, why didn't I think of this? Like, how could you not eat it this way? Brilliant. So lo chong is one of my favorite desserts. I wasn't gonna get anything else today, but when I see lo chong, I have to eat it. I can't help myself. Say what? It's this noodle, got a green color. It's a pendant leaf that they use to season this. It's very mild, gentle flavor, and they'll put coconut milk in it and ice. Oh, this particular one has taro and it has tapioca. Sometimes you won't have that, sometimes you will. There's different toppings, etc. Gotta mix it around first so that all the sweetness is dispersed throughout the whole thing. I'm just gonna go for it. This one we have a little bit of everything. And the taro, I just bitch slapped myself. That's how good it is. The taro, hold on, let me drink some of this coconut milk just while I think about it. If I could stop eating for a minute, I'll tell you what I'm trying to say. The taro, it adds a body to it, like a different texture. You get the noodle is like slippery and chewy. The tapioca has got the texture of tapioca. It's like almost like a gelatin type texture. And then you have this like taro, potato-like texture with it. With the sweetness, with the slight saltiness, with the pendant, ice cold, perfect on a hot Thailand day after a spicy bowl of soup and washing down coconut ice cream. We'll forget about that part. I gotta give you a little tip too. When you're eating around Thailand, you eat something you think it's good, you be like, oh, let me get more. Don't do that. Don't get more. Because you're gonna walk 10 feet and you're gonna see something else. And you're gonna wanna eat that. And this guy eating lo chong, looking at fish. That's my job for today. The life of a YouTuber. Normally I don't like tapioca, but in this, I'm like, give me more, where's the tapioca? I want more. Come here, little tapioca ball. Don't try to wiggle away. Don't try to hide in the noodles. I see you. I'm a lo chong eating fool. So this is the night market in Chanthaburi, and it's my first time seeing it. I'm gonna figure out how to cross the street. Very pretty, very colorful place. Flowers, food, mopeds, lots of people. Totally awesome. This small town just has this giant market loaded with food. It's like everybody in the town came out at once to eat. I didn't know there was this much going on here. You come to the food market, that's where you see the pulse of like the people that live here. You know, the families, the elderly people, the young kids, everybody coming out to get dinner. And it's just a Monday night. Is it okay? So this is called hoi tod, and it looks insane. It looks really good. You got a layer of bean sprouts underneath, right? With chili sauce on top of it. But then you have this crispy fried egg, and there's rice flour somehow mixed in with the egg, which makes it almost have like a crust with mussels and spring onions put over the top, and they serve it with like a sweet, like a chili sauce. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the mussel. I'm gonna cut some of this crispy fried egg. OMG, almost like a crepe it looks like. the way it's fried, right? And you get a little bit of the bean sprouts with the chili sauce that's on it. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this sauce, make sure we have a spring onion on top. I'm gonna go for it. This looks freaking amazing. Oh my goodness. All right. You've got this crunchy bean sprouts with the chili sauce, right? It's the first thing you get hit with. Now you've got this crispy fried egg, fresh mussels, fried together. It's crunchy, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's seafood, it's egg. It's a little bit like crepey because of the way the egg is fried. Got a nice big mussel in that one. I've never had anything like it. I'm breaking off a crunchy end of the egg just to try that. Oh, and the edges, it almost has like the texture of like a potato chip, but it's a fried egg with a little bit of rice flour mixed in with it. Absolutely unbelievably amazing and unlike anything I've ever had in my life. Hoi Todd! Do 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 do. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Watch what I say to him. Sony A1.
A1 Mark II สวัสดีครับพี่
He's sharing my page. We don't want to interrupt the guy. He's doing public marketing for me. So we're gonna do it. Ready? Sir, can I have one of these, please? Yeah, one order. Yeah. Sticky rice, sticky rice. What are they feeding you? Sticky rice, it's all your fault. Hi. Sawadee Cup. We're getting beautiful, beautiful sticky rice with that. Is that the custard she's putting on it? With the custard. It's my favorite, and I've never had it here. I've only really had it in New York for the most part, so I can't even imagine how good it's going to taste here in Thailand. Do we have this one? I can't wait. Thank you so much. Cup and cup. So we already had this sticky rice, and I thought I had good sticky rice before, and I have. Until I had that sticky rice. I was like, what the hell? It's just rice. No, it's not. Not here. Nothing is what it seems. They can give you a grain of rice on the end of a toothpick, and you're like, oh, it's the best. But I don't know how they do it. Take care. Good night. See you soon. Whew.
Thank you.
Oh, take care, buddy. They're nice kids. We just got back to the house with our goodies. So let's talk about the squid. They take this dried squid that they have hanging, they place it over this beautiful wood burning fire pit, and they get it hot. Then they run it through a roller, like a press that I'm assuming just flattens it, tenderizes it all that much more, right? Then they dip it in a sweet chili sauce. After it goes in that chili sauce, it goes back on that grill that's been doing this for years and years and years. This young man has been doing, his grandfather started this business like 60 years ago. This grill, look, I mean, this is dried squid. Like, you would say it's like jerky, but look at how it breaks apart. Like, it's just so tender. And look at how that sweet sauce, when they put it back on the flame the second time, it caramelizes it. Enough talking. The squid that is slightly, it's salty, slightly fishy, but in a good way, right? Sweet chili sauce is spicy, but as always, this is Thailand. You get that fiery, smoky pit that he's been cooking this in for 60 years. It's like you're going back in time. You're eating the flavors of this man's food, how they've evolved over 60 years. And it's all built in. Tender, tasty, dry squid you've ever had. You've never had anything like this. It probably doesn't exist anywhere, but right here. We're in Chanthaburi at the market. The way that sauce kind of toasts and caramelizes over that fire, really something special. It's typical to have Thai sticky rice. This time they had white rice left, so we went with the white rice. It's gonna be slightly sweet, and the shrimp more than likely is gonna just give it a little touch of the ocean. It's almost like a floury type flavor to it. I don't know what it is. Delicious, fantastic. Now for my favorite, these custards that come with these Thai desserts, and it's called khao niao sankaya. So, like I said, this sticky rice cooked in coconut milk with sugar, and this delicious custard. Let's give it a shot. The custard is so smooth, and deliciously sweet, not overly sweet. It actually tames the sweetness of the sticky rice. Just this egg custard, which has coconut milk, more than likely is seasoned with pendant leaves, which is in a lot of the Thai desserts, over this delicious sweet sticky rice. If you like a dessert that's sweet but not over the top sweet, like flowery sweet, that's what I call it, you are in for a treat. And the sticky rice is a little bit al dente. It's not mushy. Like the texture of the rice is still there. Absolutely fantastic, perfect.